Okay, y'all. It's January 2nd, so I'm trying to start off and making a little New Year vlog. It's 9 o'clock and I was in bed. I woke up at 7:20 in bed for, what is that? Yeah, an hour and a half. Yeah. So I read the Bible. I read chapters Genesis 25 through 29, I believe. Talked about Jacob and Esau, you know, Isaac and Rebecca. And today, before I get into that, so this is going to be like a little day in my life, New Year vlog. Honestly, nothing is really changing. It's more just about me getting back in the routine of having my workout schedule, meal prepping, taking care of myself. You know, I'm keeping my business efficient and effective, and more promotion of my spiritual delivery journal digitally. Trying to figure that out. But other than that, there's nothing new. But I do have a client in 50 minutes. I have a client and I just need to wash my face and kind of edit some other videos. So I do have a lot of videos coming out for you guys. So I'm excited. Yeah. But back to what I was saying about the Bible. What I learned today, basically, Genesis is really upsetting for me just because of, like, I don't be understanding it for real. Like, what? So basically, long story short, Isaac and Rebecca are married. They have children, Esau and Jacob. They're twins. Esau is older, Jacob is younger. Esau is like the hunter. He's, you know, the skillful child. And Jacob is more of like, I don't know, I might imagine him as a reader. Like, you know, pretty reserved to himself, don't do too much. But, you know, one thing about the Bible is that it don't go into detail like a movie. Like, you know, it just randomly said that Jacob was cooking stew and Esau came from a long day of work and, you know, whatever, of hunting, and Esau was like, man, I'm hungry, like, give me some of that stew, you know, as brothers would, right? And Jacob like, give me your birthright. What you mean, give me my birthright? So in the back of Jacob's mind, he's over here thinking, you know, he's the one that came out first, he has the firstborn privilege, and, you know, he's skilled and all of that. Like, huh? Like, you thought that about me? Like, why can't you just be yourself and be okay with that? And if I'm hungry, can I eat, like, without all these stipulations and restrictions? So anyway, he cheated him on that. Now I'm into the part where, like, Isaac is getting older. That's their father. He's blind. And he can't see for real. He can only, you know, go off his touch. And so he wanted to bless Esau, because that's also a division in the family. Like, Esau is Rebecca's, oh no, Esau is Jacob, ooh. Esau is Isaac's favorite, which is his father, and Jacob is Rebecca's favorite, which is the mother. So there's already some sort of division. And so Isaac the father wants to bless the son Esau, the older one. And he's like, go out, give me my favorite dish, you know, hunt for that, and, you know, after I eat it, I'll bless you. So Rebecca, the mother, which is his wife, overhears the situation, and she goes and tells Jacob, like, we're gonna pretend instead you're gonna be Esau, so he'll bless you. It's like, bro, like, that was pissing me off, because, like, you know, you're supposed to be the wife, and it was pissing me off because I'm like, what happens to the union and the covenant of your marriage? What happens to, like, communicating and doing all of that? Like, you know, whatever. So the Bible doesn't really go into depth about that, but I don't know why. There was like 2 times where she was like, we're gonna pretend this, or, oh, because at the end of it all, Jacob succeeded in pretending to be his brother. So he was the one that ended up blessed rather than Esau, because Isaac can't see. So Then Esau wants to kill his brother after his father dies, and Rebecca hears about that as well and is like, Jacob, flee away, and then I'll let you know when it's good to come back. Like, it's just like, how y'all, I mean, I don't have kids, so I don't know how it's possible to love a child more than another. I do understand that, like, even as being a sibling, like, sometimes there could be siblings that you get along with better, and people, you know, feel away. I honestly, to me, I've never felt like I loved a sister more than another. I really feel like there's one that I got along with more than another, but not like, it wasn't even that extreme. It's not even that serious. Like, difference in personalities do play, like, in people's relationships and how they interact with each other. But as far as me loving my sisters differently, I don't know. I definitely treat them the same. So, yeah, I just had to sit down and talk about what I read in the Bible this morning. Also, the start of the new year, I mean, I'm trying to get back into writing in my own spiritual delivery journal, and I also got the Damaged Not Destroyed by Michael Todd book. Oh my God. I think my period is about to start. The 2nd is the day that my period is supposed to start, so that is... I'm hoping today is a chill day because I haven't taken my fenugreek water. Fenugreek is really good for menstrual cramps and all that other stuff. So it's just been a struggle there. But yeah, I'm gonna wash my face now and kind of try to multitask, try to talk about the new year. So for the new year, basically the newest thing that I can like talk about is making a prayer board. Mine more so isn't really gonna be pictures, because something that I'm like officially really understanding is faith is things that you believe that you cannot see. So for example, God, right? And so what I can do is make a chart. And my favorite y'all, my favorite pastor that I found on the internet is from Transformation Church. It is Michael Todd. It is the book that I just showed you guys. Hold on, let me brush my teeth. All right, sorry y'all, had to prep for my day. That's another thing. It's been really like dreadful trying to get up, and I don't know, it's a new year. I don't know, the new year gets mentally worse and worse every year for me, just because it's like, what can be different? Like, I don't know. Also, the new year is when you're born, so let's be for real. But anyway, let's sit down and do our skincare routine. It's already 9:18, so I have about 40 more minutes. Y'all, I kind of had a setback when I hit Jamaica, because like, this was a mosquito bite that I busted. Everything else, I don't know what's going on, but it's not that serious. It could be a little bit of stress, but yeah. So somebody asked me for my skincare routine, and I didn't forget about it. I just haven't made a plan to do it. So briefly, I'll tell you guys what I'm doing. I'm using the rice toner from Amazon. It's on my Amazon storefront. And I'm just toning my face after I went in and cleansed with the La Roche-Posay normal to oily skin cleanser. Just go in because your face still be dirty. Like, then I'm going in with benzoyl peroxide on my face, on my forehead. Really, this is where I use that product at. Then I'm going in with my bleaching cream for my dark marks. And I don't put a lot on in the daytime because sometimes I might go out later in the sun, so I just try to put as little as possible. I also go in with the discoloration color correcting serum by Good Molecules, and I put that all over my face, 4 dots. Then for moisture, I go in and put rose oil, 4 dots. Or no, 3 dots, because my forehead gets really greasy. So 3 dots, 2 cheeks, 1 chin. I'll take these last two products out. The way I'm doing this is very strange. It's not the typical way that people do their skincare routine. So I'm going to start off with the SPF first. And I'm going to rub that on my forehead and rub my forehead together first. There's a whole thing. I had another video or short explaining why I do that. So I take care of my forehead first. And I rub all my products together. I believe like dermatologists and, you know, people who specialize in skin would like go against this, but honestly it's all absorbing into the skin. So, and it's been working for me, so do what works for you. Then I go in with my prescription acne cream. I do 2 on the cheeks, 2 on the side of my chin, close that up. Then I rub everything together on this one. And I don't get under my eye because there's a lot of like prescriptive products on my face, or like the medication. And then I go in with the sunscreen once more. And I then rub that all over. And I dab under my eyes for a little moisture. Okay, now I can finally talk. That was like a brief little skincare morning routine for you. Yeah, so Michael Todd, like I was saying, I think the circle of people that I'm around, like my boyfriend and my friends, I have like 2 friends that I talk to them about the sermons that I watch, or like about the pastor, and like nobody likes him. And y'all know, like, low-key, it can be like you're automatically offended just because it's like, you know, that's your interest, and people are flat out telling you like, I don't care for him, he's not my favorite, he do too much, he asks for a lot of attention, he's like, you know, looking to be famous, you know, whatever. But for the most part, like, people who already have these opinions of him have not really watched a lot of his story, and that's okay. We all prejudge people, which is totally fine. But it makes me like think like, because of the people that I'm surrounded by, am I listening to a man of God? Like, you're a man of God. And honestly, like, I didn't truly pray about it, which I will, but on like from my own, obviously, like, flesh, but my heart, my spirit really does say, like, it says that he is a man of God because he's helped me. Like, he's definitely helped me. And I watch a few other people. Like, I've watched Sarah Jakes, Jerry Flowers. I really like Anita Phillips, but I haven't like watched her on my own. But I've seen 2 sermons of her that I really like, that like were really powerful. Like, those are like the 3 main people that I kind of bounce between. But Michael Todd has been like my #1, and Jerry Flowers would probably be like my 2nd. But I go between them pretty often. Like, I'll have a period of time where I'll watch Jerry Flowers, then I'll have a period of time when I watch Michael Todd. So it's kind of like, I just dibble and dabble in whatever I feel like will help me. So, but I relate most to Michael Todd just because he's very testimonial driven. He talks a lot about his own flaws as a pastor, which I like. That's one of the reasons I did not go to church, because I feel like it was just so, you know, perfect and orchestrated, and, you know, you couldn't do anything wrong. And as people, we look to pastors as influence, as disciples of God, and we literally expect them to do no wrong. Like, if you read the Bible, everybody that God really truly loved, they all did something wrong. They all did. The only person that did not was Jesus. So it's kind of like, so I don't know, it's just like, I was going into all that to say, I learned in one of his sermons, he had, I forgot which one it was, but for my prayer list, I was going into the faith, the things that you cannot see. It's belief in the things that you cannot see. And so my vision board, prayer board is more so going to be a prayer list or a prayer chart. Okay, the first column is going to be your pattern. You're going to write down patterns that you have. You're going to write down the ones that you find fault within yourself. And write those down, and you're going to write in the middle the result that it gives you. And I like to put I think Michael Todd had labeled it the product, but I like the word result. It helps me, like, you know, answer the question easier. So your pattern, the result of your pattern. Then on the third column, you're going to put God's promise. So my idea, I was kind of going to try and find verses where, like, instead of, with this pattern, with this habit of mine, I get this result. But when I look in the Bible for laziness or whatever, it'll tell me what laziness will give me. It'll tell me what hard working will give me. So I want to take verses like that and put them into God's promise. God, in the section that he did, or how he demonstrated it, he put one word for God's promise. He'll put something like peace or confidence or love, security, openness, vulnerability. He'll put stuff like that, which will kind of just be like a little more basic. But because this is my prayer chart of the year, I want to kind of like go in depth with that and really like go ham and be like, okay, this is my list, and I'm gonna put it on my desktop. It's gonna be digital. I don't do writing only because I already, as a hairstylist, use my hands a lot. Y'all, will y'all believe in 5 days I would have had my hair in for a month? Woo. Actually, for a month. They look good only because I keep redoing this row, like this right here. And y'all see this? I ain't never touched this. Don't even think about it. So like without a touch up, my braids would look horrible. Horrible. But I washed my braids twice. Yay. I'm just spraying my hair with some braid spray, prepping off the day. Gotta take care of yourself. This is my look for today. And I go in with some aloe to like lay my edges down for like 5 minutes. It's not gonna stay, but this is just, I don't know, it makes me feel better. But yeah, that's how I'm gonna do my prayer list, my prayer chart. I feel like it could low-key be very effective, but yeah, that's what we have going on for today. Yeah, if I think about what I want to put on my prayer list, I believe it'll be something along the lines of, I mean, you have to work on every part of your life, right? But I wasn't focused more on finances last year because I felt I enjoyed more of my peace, not having to work so hard. Because in 2022 I worked extremely hard. In 2021 I worked extremely hard. In 2020, mind you, this was when I moved out. I worked extremely hard, so I don't want to go through that anymore. And who does? But I want to know how to work efficiently. And so that's going to be like my pattern of, last year I broke the pattern. Instead of working hard, I just paced myself and I survived, and I still made more than enough money to, like, you know, buy myself extra stuff. But I want to learn how to maximize my income without doing the most, and that will probably require you to do the most first so you can basically plant your seed and grow it. So I have to kind of learn how to do that. So my temperature always gets high and it's going to cut off, so I'm going to turn it off, let it relax for a little bit, and then y'all probably will see me at work. So I'm getting dressed for my appointment. It's 9:55 now. I ate the rest of my Chick-fil-A salad from last night, and now I'm just putting my work clothes on. It is so cold. I'm always so cold in this house. But I wanted to briefly talk about something. I don't want to braid anymore. I think I might have mentioned that before on my channel. But most of my subscribers are new. So I'm going to speak to y'all like y'all don't know. But I am a braider. For those of you guys who are new, I've been braiding for, I started learning at 15, then it was like a side gig thing for maybe 3 years, or, you know, because I had a job at 18, and then after 1 year of having that job, I no longer had that job, and so then I became a full-time braider. Braiding has been really good to me. I definitely, I'm able to survive off of it. I've met amazing people through it. I've met very supportive people through it. It's more so just the physicality, and sometimes some clients can be a little stressful, just like I run into so many people that I get all the same questions. And, you know, if you're a teacher and you teach in school, getting the same questions from every student, I see why they get frustrated. Like, when everything is plain and simple right in front of your face and you run and ask me, which is fine because you want clarification. But at the end of the day, like, we're only one person. It's like 100,000 of clients out there. So it is really like when it's already there and you're asking me the same question that's already there, it's kind of like, make it make sense. So it's not even just about that, but just other things. Like, I realized the part I do have to take accountability for is I am not as hospitable as other people may be. And so that means providing water. I used to, but some people got a little greedy and would kind of take a lot more than they should have. I had stopped doing the water thing. That's just hospitality. Like, I used to provide snacks. Again, people would take more than I thought they would. Like, one I thought would be low-key enough during an appointment. But, you know, it was kind of like, okay, y'all are not saving enough for the other people that are coming. So it's kind of like, all right, let me just stop it here. Pump the brakes. So that's what I did. And then as far as, like, me being a home-based braider, personally, I get this from my family. We don't like people in our house, plainly because of just cleanup, the effort it takes to host people. Oh, that's another thing. When people bring guests, and, you know, especially if it's a mother and daughter situation, I get it. The mom wants to be with the daughter, you know, make sure they're good. You know, I personally can't do it. I don't like it. I feel like I'm being watched, and I know this is not the case. It's just the feeling, and I just don't like it. So that's like my quick little spiel on me not wanting to braid anymore. But honestly, I'm just over it. I'm looking at my life and I don't know what I envision next. I envision my content creator life. I envision having different side hustles, like maybe one in real estate, one with my spiritual delivery journal. You know, I envision those things. But, like, to be a braider for real is not, it's no longer what I want, and I have to talk to God about it. So, but yeah, I feel like that's a little embarrassing to say, like, the hospitality wise, but people have to understand that some people are naturally just not as hospitable as others. Whether I want to change that or not is on me. I personally, I like to go to other people's houses because I know how I run my own household. I want their household to be clean. I am mindful. Do I take off my shoes? Do I not? Where do you want me to put this? And I run into a lot of clients who don't have that mindset of, oh, I'm in someone else's home and, you know, I don't know how they do things, so let me ask. I'm always an asker, like, you know, where's your trash can? Where's this? Where's that? You know, may I use the restroom? You know, is there anything, you know, if I'm on my cycle, is there anything you want me to put my pads in? Like, you know, I'm just, because I'm that particular in my own home, so I will ask people about theirs. And I just, you know, run into people that don't have that same mindset that I do, which is totally fine. Everybody's different. But yeah, so I just wanted to be honest about that, and hopefully maybe some people can relate. Some people who are hospitable are like, girl, that's mean. But not everybody is the same. So yeah, my client just told me she was gonna be 15 minutes away at 9:52. It's her appointment at 10 o'clock, so she's gonna be a little late, but you know, it's okay. We got a grace period, 15 minutes. Don't play. Yeah, I'm just gonna go set up the hair room and make sure I'm good. Yeah, we finished the appointment. My period started like an hour into the appointment. I felt it. My stomach was going wild. And so now I'm about to lay down because that always makes me feel better with my cycle, just laying down. Really, like, it's not laying down, the going to sleep makes it feel really good. But as I was saying earlier, y'all, so for example, today, to follow up on earlier, mind you, my period don't really hurt that bad, because if it did, I wouldn't be talking to y'all and still trying to vlog. I promise you, like, I have really bad cycles. But nonetheless, to follow up on earlier, I remember leaving off on mask. Like, some people, they still be, you know, getting COVID and coming in and not wearing a mask, you know, not being considerate about that. And just in general, like, I already require you guys to wear masks, and y'all find the address, but in the same message it said bring a mask, and like, people don't do that. But anyway, for instance, this appointment, love this client, she's so sweet, everything. But for example, things that happened, like, I think today she was thinking she was getting a different style, which was bohemian. Bohemian basically has the human hair curls or the synthetic curls at the bottom, not like flexi rock curls. So she wanted that style instead, and she selected goddess, which is just having the synthetic curls or human hair curls go throughout just the braids, no curls at the bottom. It'll still be goddess if you flex you out the ends, because that's just less work, you know. And so the trying to get in bed, the bohemian cost a lot more, and then she said she wanted the parts smaller. So in that essence, she was requesting a whole different style, and her price was going to go from 170, what she booked for, to 230. And I just felt so bad like having to let her know that's not really going to be possible unless you want to pay for that. And she understood, but I'm just saying, that's one of the things where it's kind of like, I just don't like doing this work, because it feels like sometimes people can't get what they want. Obviously they have to pay for it, and they would do it with anybody else, but I'm just saying it's still something about saying no. And then also being inconvenienced. Like, I'm the type of person that I need a plan. Like, sorry, my dog is walking on the bed, so I need a plan. So when you book for a style, that's what I think I'm doing, and I plan my day accordingly to that. So when you select a whole different style with smaller parts and, you know, bohemian at the bottom and stuff, and I didn't plan on doing all that, that's like a whole extra 2 hours. Yeah, you gotta pay some money. But like, again, if she happens to watch this, it's no shade towards you at all, not at all. I'm just discussing some reasons why I'd be like, I don't know if I won't do this no more. But honestly, people come across that in every job, you know. So it's kind of like, you just have to deal with it. It's one of the life, you know, it's one of the ways of business. So, ooh, look at him. I'm getting in the bed, y'all. Y'all don't even know. I'm finna set up. We was watching Money Heist. This is how he be looking at me. Like, come on. He wants some love. Look. He move every time the camera not on him. Don't be licking me. Watch out. Hold on. Give me a second. I gotta get my life together. So I'm about to put Netflix on and get my heating pad. Ladies, y'all know about it. The heating pad for when we're sick. Every month we pull out the bad boy, okay? Just makes me easier to fall asleep. It gets super hot on my cramping areas. You know, put that under there. Look at him. I love my dog. It's just like the wrong time. You can sit right here. Okay. Whew. Okay. Can I put my movie on? That was cute. That was cute. Yeah, y'all, we about to go to sleep.
He was already asleep the whole appointment, so he got to be asleep again. But I'm just gonna watch Netflix, The Money Heist, and fall asleep. So I'll try and come back later. Now my stomach is hurting more now that I'm actually like laying down, trying to get through the pain. So that's why I was talking fast earlier, because I was trying to get to this point, but I didn't realize it was gonna hurt more. So okay, maybe see y'all later, or maybe I'll end the vlog. Who knows? It is 5:03. I've been in bed since 1:30, 40. I haven't taken a nap. Just been on TikTok watching Netflix, but TikTok took over. So I'm thinking of reading the Bible again. So yeah, I'll let you know if I do anything else.